Hello, Frugal fans! Once again, this is Captain Frugal, and I'm reviewing my stash to save you cash. And today I'll be reviewing The Superior Foes of Spider-Man Issue 2. Issue 2 can also be found in the trade paperback Getting the Band Back Together. It's composed of issues 1 through 6. And now this issue 2, Spencer, and the artist is Steve Lieber. This issue starts with Boomerang talking about the serious issue of Frank Castle, the Punisher, since he will kill crooks. With that said, even worse is the criminal meetings. The group is discussing picking up a sixth member, because remember, they are called the Sinister Six, yet there's only 5 of them. Shortly after, the book takes us to Boomerang talking to his lawyer, which may even be a bigger criminal than he is, as we learn that his lawyer did not even really try to get him out of prison. Unfortunately, Boomerang, also known as Freddy, broke the rules of his parole and has to have a hearing. His lawyer told him to be sure to keep his nose clean until the hearing occurs. But of course, in the very next panel, we have Freddy robbing a fancy restaurant, and the rest of the gang there as well eating, except for Overdrive, which he's currently on the lookout for trouble, or at least so they thought. As Shocker goes to check on him, they find the Overdrive speeding away as the Punisher comes crashing in. After the gang clears out like a bunch of chickens, except for a drunk Freddy stumbling out, we find out that now that is not the Punisher, actually. It was the Chameleon. We learn that Freddy owes a debt to the Chameleon still, and to pay up what he owes to him, he desires the head of Silvermane. Now, we then cut to where the Sinister Six reside, and Freddy is making a tale about the meeting with the Punisher to them. Because, he survived, and he uses his tail to motivate the gang. And the goal is to get the head of Silvermane. We also find out that a Shocker knows that Freddy is lying because he stayed and he hid. And he saw the conversation with Freddy and the Chameleon. But Freddy knows that something's not exactly right with the Shocker. When we cut to Freddy and his lawyer dealing with his parole violation after that, Freddy gets off. But he now has a new probation officer known as Abner Jenkins, which was the original Beetle, now known as Mach 7, which is quite funny because they actually served as criminals in the books in the past. And that was the end of issue 2. So now let's look at some of the pros. The book is, once again, very funny. I found that the Chameleon tricking the gang to think he was Punisher was great. It was funny seeing the villains run away like a bunch of chickens for fear of their life. And there are many subtle little funny parts in this book that keep it very entertaining. Now let's look at some of the cons. The art is good, but once again, it could be better, but I really do think it fits well with this writing style and the tone of the book. And probably the biggest con is the book ends. It's a really great book. Once again, for final grade for this book, I would give it an A. Once again, I would recommend purchasing this book as an individual issue, digital issue, or through the trade, because it's definitely worth a read. Thank you again for listening. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit like and subscribe. If you want to see more, please check us out on thehenchmanslounge.com, or you can follow me at Captain Frugal on my Twitter account.